All of my choppers I got for the low. All of my niggas came up from the floor. We got cameras that's on top of the door. We can see you from my cell phone. We ain't even gotta be at home. Get a nigga pop in the door. Twitching up fat bud, dripping on good mud, looking like a light bulb. Nigga got moving like a checker. Just a minute, drop feel messed up. The bitch she ain't right, she get left. You only smoke that stuff. Go quick, got stack on my belt. Got gorilla, I'm feeding on my tail like ooh. Hey, twitching up fat bud, dripping on good mud, looking like a light bulb. Young nigga got moving like a checker. Just a minute, drop feel messed up. The bitch she ain't right, she get left. You only smoke that stuff. Go quick, got stack on my belt. Young gorilla, I'm feeding on my tail like ooh. Hardest play off the block. Call me JJ Wise. Hardest play off the block. Call me JJ Wise. I just made another sack. That's another quarterback. That's another 100 racks. I just made another sack. Hardest play off the block. Call me JJ Wise. Hardest play off the block. Call me JJ Wise. I just made another sack. That's another quarterback. That's another 100 racks. I just hit another sack. I'm on the grind like every day. I be in the field, on the sleep until I feel. I'm on the drill. Who's real? Coming fast and you know it. It's getting cold like it's snow.
On your way home, traffic is light as usual.
I'm a boy, you a rascal. Once a house to a castle. Last season was a sample. Call me JJ Wise. Hardest play off the block. Call me JJ Wise. I just made another sack. That's another quarterback. That's another 100 racks. I just made another sack. Hardest play off the block. Call me JJ Wise. Hardest play off the block. Call me JJ Wise. I just made another sack. That's another quarterback. That's another 100 racks. I just hit another sack. Like JJ. I got sex like JJ. I get a sex like JJ. I get a sex like JJ. I got a sex like JJ. It's a sex like JJ. It's a sex like JJ. It's a sex like JJ. I get the sex for a JJ. I get the sex. I get the sex. I get the sex. Call me JJ Wise. Call me JJ Wise.
I did Saint Laurent when that shit was YSL. I been running shit since I was the age of 12. Since a young nigga been a hard-headed, hot-headed, duck feds lay low. They do what I say so.
I been getting money since I learned how to walk for real. I see the haters throwing shots, but they just talking still. I done came over so far from when I used to have to walk and still. 13, 14, we was really running around with them blocks for real. Poppin', we don't get no sleep till the morning. I with my dick guy, what she on? I'm on the tour bus, I've been touring. I think I'm gonna call me a foreign. I want a white 488. Yeah, I came up, I said a 448. Yeah.
I came up from scamming screaming and swiping. Still for my neighbor, I'm trifling. Finna go call me a raptor. Ride a little bit like a bison. You shouldn't boo shorty, look like she hiking. I'm taking a liking, y'all texting, I'm piping. I feel like a Viking, I'm out with the shits. Shotgun shell turn his head to grits. I did Saint Laurent when that shit was YSL. I've been running shit since I was at age of 12. Since a young nigga been a hard-headed, high-head, up feds, lay low. They do what I say so.
I've been getting money since I learned how to walk for real. I see the haters throwing shots, but they just talking still. I done came more so far from when I used to have to walk and still. 13, 14, we was really running around with them blocks for real. Popping pills, still ducking feds, cause I heard they looking for me. Got 100 Dracos in the hood, I run up on me. Walk around with all this jewelry on, they will not take it from me. And them pets came from the West Coast, that's how we get the monies.
No cap, get 'em, got 'em gone. Give a dog a bone. Young nigga fly shit, they got 'em on. Nigga real respected, all good in all zones. I'm feeling the energy, ay, even my enemy did Saint Laurent when that shit was YSL. I've been running shit since I was at age of 12. Since a young nigga been a hard-headed, high-head, up feds, lay low. They do what I say so.
I've been getting money since I learned how to walk for real. I see the haters throwing shots, but they just talking still. I done came more so far from when I used to have to walk and still. 13, 14, we was really running around with them blocks for real. Popping pills.
That's on me, baby. Yeah, you can snooze if you wanna, but not on me, baby. And no, I ain't taking no losses. Yeah, I got heat, baby. No, I don't know nothing about those. No, I don't sleep, baby. You niggas ain't guessing me, nigga. Yeah, I'm on E, baby. Got all designer on me. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. These niggas be lying on me. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. All these diamonds on me. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. Keep that olive on me. Yeah, that's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. You know it ain't gassing me, nigga. Hey, I'm on E, baby. Hey, I'm on lean, baby. Hey, brick holding, baby. Yeah. I told he, baby. Hey, double G's, baby. Hey, hold my jeans, baby. Yeah. Be my piece, baby. Hey, if you want me, baby, hey, then you can leave, baby. Yeah. I don't sleep, baby. Hey, I'm so street, baby. Hey, so low key, baby. Yeah. And I don't guess me, nigga. I tell the little niggas I'm finna boss up. These people will laugh at me, nigga. They say, little yellow, you too floss up. These niggas is after you, nigga. But I ain't making that for no nigga. Flip your ass back with little nigga. Yeah, you can snooze if you wanna, but not on me, baby. And no, I ain't taking no loss. Yeah, I got heat, baby. No, I don't know nothing about those. No, I don't sleep, baby. You niggas ain't guessing me, nigga. Yeah, I'm on E, baby. Got all designer on me. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. These niggas be lying on me. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. Hey, real stiff on these niggas, I gotta be. No Twitter, but these niggas follow me. Keep that file on me. They talking about robbing me. Keep 100, bitch, you ain't got a lot of me. The same nigga rob me, I thug with him private. I don't talk my business, keep my shit private. Can't go behind bar, got a family that rely on me. And a nigga too north, so that pistol right on side of me. I act out violently. Nigga move silently. Never been a pussy, so that shit ain't inside of me. Nigga want war, gon' start a robbery. Young nigga doing number, you'll think I hit the lottery. Baby girl swallow me, deep throat goggle me. Room around the city, that's some pussy nigga shot at me. But I was out of town, yeah, seemed like a lot of me. The money that you can't know, that shit ain't a lot to me. Fuck a shoe mean, boy, gang see my jeans, boy. Walking in shoe that you ain't never seen, boy. I don't like talk, say the chopper got a beam, boy. This bitch get the smoking head, hit a nigga spleen, boy. Too much power, say it, make a nigga lean, boy. This shit's a drug, yeah, I heard you a green, boy. Mixing this red with a little bit of green, boy. With me if you want it, it'll be a cross. Yeah, you see, boy. But not on me, baby. And no, I ain't taking no losses. Yeah, I got heat, baby. No, I don't know nothing about those. No, I don't sleep, baby. You niggas ain't guessing me, nigga. Yeah, I'm on E, baby. Got all designer on me. That's on me, baby. That's on